Have you ever finished a meal that seemed perfectly healthy? Maybe some eggs, a little yogurt, a piece of fruit, and instead of feeling energized, you ended up bloated, tired, or just off? You're not alone. Many older adults are eating the right foods: eggs, milk, fruits, even lean meats. But what no one tells you is that the way you combine those foods can quietly sabotage your muscle recovery, your digestion, and your energy levels, especially after the age of 60. It's not about junk food. It's not about sugar or fast food. I'm talking about real, everyday meals, ones we think are good for us, but when paired the wrong way, they can block nutrient absorption, spike blood sugar, and even slow down muscle rebuilding. And here's the twist. What once worked just fine in your 40s or 50s might be quietly working against you now. The good news? You don't need to give up the foods you love. Just make a few smart adjustments, and your body will thank you. In this video, we're going to walk through 5 common food combinations that could be secretly making it harder for your body to repair muscle, stay strong, and feel energized. You'll learn what to avoid, simple swaps that work better, and why small timing changes can make a big difference. And I promise, the last one is something almost every senior does without realizing how much it affects their recovery and energy. So stay with me. Let's help your body do what it naturally wants to do: heal, strengthen, and keep you moving. Let's start with a food combination that feels healthy, but might be quietly sabotaging your strength. Think about your typical breakfast. Maybe a boiled egg, a glass of milk, a slice of cheese, or even a bit of ham or turkey. It sounds like a solid, protein-packed way to begin the day, especially for seniors who want to preserve muscle. But here's the truth most people never hear. Stacking multiple animal proteins in one meal, like eggs, milk, and meat, can overwhelm your digestive system after age 60. You see, as we get older, our digestion naturally slows. The stomach produces less acid, enzymes become less efficient, and food doesn't break down the way it used to. Meals that once felt energizing might now leave you feeling heavy, bloated, or even tired. It's not the food, it's the combination and volume. When you eat too much dense protein all at once, your body may struggle to process it. Instead of absorbing the amino acids your muscles need for repair, your gut gets bogged down. That protein ends up partially digested, causing gas, discomfort, or just wasted nutrients. Think of your digestive system like a small campfire. 1 or 2 logs? Perfect, but toss on 5 heavy logs at once? The fire struggles. That's exactly what happens when you combine milk, eggs, and meat in one sitting. A retired teacher once told me her go-to breakfast was just that. Boiled eggs, a glass of milk, and cheese toast. Sounded healthy, but every morning she felt sluggish and foggy. She blamed age until she changed her plate. She simplified. She kept the eggs, added sautéed spinach and a few berries, and saved the dairy for later in the day. Within a week, she felt lighter, more focused, and more energetic after breakfast. So here's what you can do. Don't ditch protein, just spread it out. Have eggs at breakfast, enjoy some beans or poultry at lunch, and a light portion of yogurt or fish at dinner. This gives your body time to digest and use what it's getting. If you feel sluggish after a meal that's supposed to energize you, it might not be the food. It might be how much and when. Small adjustments like this can help you absorb more, recover faster, and stay strong, without sacrificing the foods you love. Let's move on to the next pairing. A combination that might be quietly blocking your body from absorbing one of the most essential minerals for energy and oxygen delivery: iron. Let's move from breakfast to something just as important: your supplements. You've probably heard it before. Take your calcium to protect your bones. And it's true. After 60, Keeping your bones strong becomes more critical than ever. But what if I told you that taking your calcium at the wrong time could actually be stealing your energy, weakening your muscles, and making it harder for your body to bounce back? Here's what most people don't realize. Calcium and iron fight for absorption in your body. They use the same channels in your digestive tract. And when both show up at the same meal, calcium gets priority, and iron often gets left behind. Why does that matter? Because iron is what helps your muscles breathe. It carries oxygen through your blood, fuels your energy levels, supports your brain, and plays a vital role in rebuilding muscle. Without enough iron, your body starts to feel sluggish. Your legs might feel heavy after just a short walk. You might notice you're winded after a single flight of stairs. And if you're trying to stay active or recover from a workout, low iron can seriously hold you back. One study showed that calcium can reduce iron absorption by up to 50% when taken at the same time. That's not a small number, and over time, it adds up. Let me share a real story. A friend of mine named Susan, 72, lively, always on the move, called me one day frustrated. "I eat so well," she said. "Leafy greens, lentils, lean beef, but I still feel exhausted even after resting. I don't get it." We took a closer look at her routine. She was doing everything right, except one thing. She was taking her calcium supplement with dinner, the same meal where she often ate iron-rich foods like spinach or beef. Every evening, without realizing it, she was canceling out the benefits of her food. Once she shifted her calcium to mid-morning, between breakfast and lunch, things started to change. Within 2 weeks, her energy picked up. Her legs didn't feel as heavy. Her afternoon walks became enjoyable again instead of draining. No medication, no diet overhaul. Just smarter timing. Separate your supplements. Take calcium at least 1 to 2 hours away from iron-rich meals. Mid-morning or before bed is perfect for most people. Be mindful of hidden calcium. Even dairy foods like milk, yogurt, and cheese contain calcium that can interfere with iron. Try not to pair them with iron-rich meals. If you take iron supplements, do so on an empty stomach if possible, or with vitamin C-rich foods like oranges or bell peppers to boost absorption. This isn't about cutting anything out. It's about giving your body the best chance to absorb the nutrients you're already taking in. After 60, your digestion changes. It's not less capable. It just needs a little more cooperation from us. With the right timing, you can help your body breathe better, move better, and rebuild muscle more efficiently, without taking any new pills or spending a single extra dollar. Next, let's talk about a combo that looks harmless, maybe even healthy, on the surface. But when it hits your stomach, it can trigger a storm of bloating, discomfort, and slow digestion. Yogurt and sour fruits. At first glance, it looks like the perfect healthy snack. A bowl of creamy yogurt topped with fresh fruit. Maybe some pineapple, kiwi, or a few slices of orange. It's colorful, refreshing, and seems like something every doctor would approve. But what many people over 60 don't realize is that this combination can quietly stir up digestive trouble, especially in a body whose metabolism and enzyme production have begun to slow with age. Let's break it down. Yogurt is widely celebrated for its probiotics, the beneficial bacteria that help maintain a healthy gut. It's also rich in calcium, protein, and B vitamins. But for those benefits to be fully realized, yogurt needs a stable, relatively low-acid environment in your stomach to digest properly. On the other hand, sour fruits, like oranges, pineapples, and kiwis, are high in natural fruit acids, particularly citric and ascorbic acid. These acids sharply increase the acidity of your stomach contents when combined with dairy. The result? Your yogurt may curdle faster, ferment more aggressively, and become harder to break down. For a younger digestive system, this might not cause much trouble. But after 60, your stomach produces less hydrochloric acid, your digestive enzymes become less efficient, and your gut becomes more sensitive overall. The outcome is often uncomfortable: bloating, gas, acid reflux, or a heavy, unsettled feeling that lingers long after the meal. What's more, the interaction between fruit acids and dairy can interfere with nutrient absorption. The probiotics in yogurt, so important for gut health, may be rendered less effective, and the calcium may not be as easily absorbed when the digestive process is disrupted. That means you may be eating well, but your body isn't reaping the full rewards. Fortunately, this isn't about giving up yogurt or fruit. It's simply about pairing them wisely. Here's what you can do. Choose low-acid fruits to pair with yogurt. Ripe bananas, steamed apples, sweet pears, or a handful of blueberries are much gentler on the stomach and still deliver fiber and antioxidants. Avoid mixing yogurt with citrus fruits or pineapple. Save those fruits for a separate snack, preferably 1 to 2 hours before or after dairy-based meals. Stick to one digestive challenge at a time. Yogurt on its own is already rich and requires active digestion. When you pair it with highly acidic fruits, it's like asking your gut to fight 2 battles at once. Give it room to work more smoothly. Opt for warm, digestion-friendly alternatives. If you have a sensitive stomach, try lightly warming the fruit or using unsweetened applesauce with plain yogurt to ease the digestive load. After 60, digestion becomes less forgiving. But the solution isn't restriction, it's refinement. When we understand how our meals interact internally, we gain the power to reduce discomfort, boost nutrient absorption, and feel lighter and more energized after eating. Coming up next, a beloved morning ritual that many seniors enjoy. But when paired with meals, it can silently rob your muscles of 2 essential minerals needed for strength and recovery. Few things feel as comforting as a warm cup of tea or a strong cup of coffee, especially in the morning. For many people over 60, it's a ritual that helps start the day, ease into breakfast, or wind down after a meal. But here's what most don't realize. When you sip tea or coffee during or right after your meals, you could be unintentionally blocking the absorption of 2 critical minerals your muscles depend on: iron and zinc. Let's look at why. Tea and coffee both contain compounds called tannins and polyphenols, as well as caffeine. While these aren't harmful on their own, they have a strong effect on how well your body absorbs nutrients, especially non-heme iron, the type found in plant-based foods like beans, leafy greens, and whole grains, and to a lesser extent, zinc. When consumed alongside food, tannins can bind to iron in the digestive tract, making it much harder for the body to absorb. Studies have shown that drinking black tea with a meal can reduce iron absorption by as much as 60 to 70%. Coffee, though slightly less potent, still significantly decreases mineral uptake when paired with food. Zinc, another essential nutrient for seniors, is critical for muscle repair, wound healing, immune function, and protein synthesis. Like iron, zinc can also be blocked by the polyphenols and caffeine found in tea and coffee, especially when consumed around mealtime. What's the result? You may be eating a healthy breakfast: eggs, whole grain toast, maybe a serving of beans or sautéed spinach. But if you're drinking tea or coffee with that meal, your body might not be absorbing the minerals it needs to stay strong and energized. Over time, this can lead to fatigue, poor muscle recovery, weakened immunity, and slower healing, even if your diet looks perfect on paper. Thankfully, the solution is simple and doesn't require giving up your favorite drinks. Here's what you can do. Time your tea or coffee at least 45 to 60 minutes before or after meals. This gives your digestive system space to absorb nutrients without interference. If you crave something warm with meals, try herbal teas like chamomile, ginger, or peppermint. These are caffeine-free and don't contain the same mineral-blocking compounds. Be extra mindful if you take supplements. If you're taking iron or zinc pills, avoid washing them down with coffee or tea. Use water or a small glass of juice rich in vitamin C to help with absorption. Alternate your routines. Have your coffee mid-morning or enjoy your tea as an afternoon pick-me-up. Separate from main meals. This small shift can make a major difference in your nutrient levels. Remember, after 60, the goal isn't to strip away your pleasures. It's to support the body's ability to use what you're already giving it, to help every meal count. You've earned your routines, but with a little adjustment, they can nourish not just your soul, but your muscles too. Next, let's take a look at one final combination. A pairing of sweet fruit and starch that seems innocent, even refreshing, but could be spiking your blood sugar and slowing down your body's ability to rebuild muscle after meals. I'm talking about combining sweet fruits like bananas, mangoes, or grapes with starchy foods such as white rice, pasta, bread, or even potatoes. On their own, these foods can absolutely be part of a healthy diet. But when they're eaten together, especially in the same meal, they can cause a rapid spike in blood sugar, something that becomes increasingly risky after age 60. Here's what happens inside your body. Sweet fruits contain natural sugars like fructose and glucose. Starchy foods break down into simple carbohydrates, which also quickly convert to glucose. When you eat these two types of carbohydrates at the same time, your body is hit with a double surge of sugar, and your blood glucose levels can skyrocket. To manage this flood of sugar, your pancreas releases a large amount of insulin, the hormone responsible for moving glucose out of your bloodstream and into your cells. But here's the catch. A sharp insulin spike can send your body into storage mode, telling it to stop burning fat, pause muscle repair, and focus instead on lowering blood sugar as quickly as possible. That's bad news for seniors trying to stay lean, build strength, or support recovery. Elevated insulin levels can interfere with muscle protein synthesis, leaving your body slower to rebuild after physical activity and quicker to accumulate unwanted fat, especially around the midsection. It's like trying to do home repairs during a power outage. You've got the tools and materials, but the system isn't fully working. Your body wants to rebuild. It just can't operate efficiently in that high insulin state. Another downside, that rapid blood sugar spike is usually followed by a crash, a dip in energy, mental fog, or an intense craving for more sugar. Over time, these patterns can wear down your metabolic health and increase the risk of insulin resistance. But there's good news. This isn't about giving up fruit or starch. It's about spacing them out wisely. Here's what you can do. Avoid eating sweet fruits immediately after a starchy meal. Give your body at least 60 to 90 minutes to process the starches first before adding fruit. If you enjoy fruit, have it on an empty stomach or as a standalone snack. Your body digests it faster and absorbs more antioxidants and vitamins without interference. Pair starches with fiber, fat, or protein, not sugar. This slows digestion and keeps your blood sugar stable. Save fruit for mid-morning or mid-afternoon. Those are ideal windows to enjoy a banana, a slice of mango, or a bowl of grapes without triggering blood sugar spikes during main meals. Small timing adjustments can make a huge difference. After 60, how you combine and space your food becomes just as important as what you eat. When your blood sugar is stable, your body is free to focus on what really matters: healing, rebuilding, and keeping you strong. Now that we've explored these 5 sneaky food combinations, let's wrap up everything we've learned with a few gentle takeaways and remind ourselves why small, thoughtful changes can lead to big, lasting results. So, after all of this, you might be thinking, do I really have to change everything I eat? The answer is absolutely not. You don't need to give up your favorite foods. You don't need to throw out your entire routine. Because the truth is, you're probably doing a lot of things right already. You care about your health. You're choosing real, nourishing foods. And you're staying curious, which is something to be proud of. What we've explored today isn't about restriction. It's about refinement, making small, thoughtful shifts that help your body do what it naturally wants to do: heal, repair, absorb, and stay strong. After 60, the rules change. Not because you're broken, but because your body is wiser, more sensitive, and asking you to listen more closely. Digestion slows. Nutrient needs shift. And food combinations that once felt fine in your 40s or 50s may now be quietly holding you back. If this video gave you something to think about, something hopeful, helpful, or even just comforting, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What change will you try first? And if you haven't already, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Silver Bloom Health, where we share simple, powerful tips to help you feel stronger, clearer, and more connected every single day, because you deserve to feel good in your body at every age.